Hey there guys, I hope you're all doing very well. Welcome back to another video. And Chelsea have taken full control at the City ground. Chelsea have beaten Nottingham Forest 3-0. And whilst I think the result may seem like a convincing win for Chelsea, I would say realistically it was a tale of both halves. I think first half Chelsea were probably second best. But in the second half Chelsea made the substitutions and it worked. And they got a convincing 3-0 result in the end. So let's actually talk about the match today. So the build-up to this match is practically a game that Ange Postecoglou needed to win. He is practically under pressure at his job at Nottingham Forest. He hasn't won a game since he's been in charge. And Forest have not been in good form this season. Compared to last season where they didn't make Europe and... although you could probably say that probably like near the end of the season they did kind of, slip up a little bit. But overall, I think Forest have shown that they have a strong team and, a good and some quality, a lot of quality players in their team that could be beating against, top sides. But today they didn't get that. And I would say first half, Forest were probably the better team. But I think Chelsea in the first half were just not great. I mean, mostly I would say from the starting lineup. Now, Maresca was suspended for this match. I don't know whether it was his decision to go with this lineup or Willy Caballero. But the whole first half lineup was not good. It was it didn't have any balance, especially in midfield. So he opted today to put Gusto and Lavia in midfield and putting Andre Santos further up. And man, it was a hard watch, man. Like the amount of times I've seen Chelsea give up possession in their own half and gifting Forest many good opportunities, they could have really made it 1-0 potentially. I think Chelsea's really only good chance in that first half was Andre Santos when he just put his shot wide. Personally, I think any player of that quality should really be scoring from that position. Maybe against a runner play, but in the first half, it was 0-0. And probably, maybe Chelsea would have gotten away with it with some sloppy play in especially like some areas of the pitch in their own half. But then in the second half, Chelsea have made 3 substitutions. So they brought on Moises Caicedo, Jamie Gittins, and Mark Guiu, and replacing Andre Santos, Alejandro Garnacho, and Romeo Lavia. And I think this is where the difference really shined because Chelsea were showed more intent in the second half and they built up their intensity a lot and they made it count with 2 quick-fire goals. So the first goal from Josh Achapong was a very good header. You could really question Forest's defending at that, for the goal. But it was a good, well-worked move from Chelsea and they were 1-0 up. And then straight away, Chelsea had a free kick and Pedro Neto scored past Sells. And it was 2-0, I think it was within past the 50th minute. So it's practically Chelsea just came off the blocks flying to go 2-0 up. And at that point, I think it was pretty much the result was taken away from Forest at that point. I mean, Forest did have some chances. There was one good chance that they had that hit the post twice. I couldn't remember who actually who had that effort on goal, but I was pretty surprised that stayed out. But really, it seemed that Forest just lacked that finishing touch, really. And I think it kind of maybe exemplifies that, this was a high-pressure match for Ange Postecoglou, and unfortunately, the players just did not deliver for him. And I think probably now, after that result, it seems that they might make a decision on that. But then, the full damage limitation was when Reece James scored. So Chelsea had another corner, Forest didn't defend it well, and Reece James taps it in, and then it was 3-0. Now, my only real negative about the game is, again, Chelsea had another red card, a needless red card, Malo Gusto being sent off. I didn't really think Malo Gusto did really anything throughout the game, so it's not like I feel like he will be important for the next match. But overall, I think for Chelsea, the result is what mattered, and they got a very good result today. But yeah, overall, a very good second half performance from Chelsea. And I think overall it was a good performance from Chelsea. I know like first half was not the best, but yeah, again, making the decision with the substitutions really came to Chelsea's rescue. Hopefully, Chelsea's match against Sunderland will be. Hopefully they could keep the form going. I think consistency will be very important. I do think Sunderland will be probably a tougher game because they've been on some good form recently. So hopefully Chelsea can keep the consistency going and keep climbing up the table. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my reaction to the Nottingham Forest match. Let me know what you guys think of the match. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe, dislike if you want to dislike. Thank you for watching. And yeah, that's about it. See you later. Now, egg on my face moment. I've nearly ended the video just after this breaking news. Nottingham Forest have sacked Ange Postecoglou. Just thought I would give that out immediately. So it probably didn't come as a surprise that he was relieved from his duties. But now, Nottingham Forest have confirmed that they've sacked Ange Postecoglou. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See you later.